Hey, and welcome to E1M6 of Heretic. This is the Cathedral. We're going to move to the left there to grab the arrows. There's a secret area behind the start here. This actually counts as 2 secrets, so if you're going for all the secrets, make sure you go into that second chamber there with the golem. I'm going to use the gauntlets here to thin out the initial wave of enemies. There's quite a lot of enemies in this open area. It is a very large area. It's a very big space, and as mentioned, there's quite a few different kinds of enemies floating around here, so it's important that you make sure you're looking after the space and not letting it get too congested. Good thing here is that the gauntlets are not using any ammo, so we can use these as much as we want. They are a real lifesaver at the start here. You can use the wand to take out all these enemies, but you will burn through quite a lot of ammo, and depending on how liberal you are with your shooting, it is entirely possible to run out of ammo on this level. You can see just peeking around that corner there's a yellow door. We don't have the yellow key yet, but I am going to use the wand here to get rid of the golems. We can't go through there just yet, but we are going to admire the artwork on the door because it is fantastic. We need to go up the steps here to get to the yellow key card. We'll use the wand here to take out all these enemies just because I don't fancy losing bits of health. When you step onto this second section of stairs, you end up opening up that chamber there with these 2 enemies inside. Do be aware that they are going to be there because they are very aggressive on the top difficulty here. With the yellow key in hand, we can go around here just to grab all the ammo that I haven't picked up yet, and then we'll head into the next section of the level. So this is another big room, but the difference with this room is there's a whole bunch of stuff that we can do. The initial area I want to head to is over here. We're going to kill these 3 golems just because we're not going to be coming back to this area, and there's very little reason to leave them alive. The reason that we hit that switch and headed over here though is because... oh, well, not because of those guys, let me tell you. It's because we want that crossbow there. The crossbow is going to be very useful as we move through this level. It's going to probably be our main weapon of choice. We've got to be careful as well because we're getting shot at pretty aggressively from the center there. There's a few enemies that are really out to get us, so... best thing to do here is just use my crossbow to get rid of those. Be wary of all these golems wandering around as well. This is a very packed area. And golems do like to appear like that. Good example there. Thank you for showcasing, Mr. Golem. You can see the yellow door is actually up there, but we can't get up there and we don't have the yellow key card yet. 2 things that we'll need to fix if we want to head in that direction. The only direction we can actually head in right now is up this direction here. I've said direction quite a few times there. Gonna grab the shield. There is a secret behind us, but we can't actually open it from here. We need to come through and open it from the other side. This room here is a bit of a trap room. It's intended to catch the player out because the second you drop down, the lights go out and a few enemies will appear inside, and it gets a bit messy. So you can see the lights have gone out, but as we move forward, you can see that the pillars there have given way to a bunch of golems. We've got ourselves the dragon claw here. There is also a torch that we can make use of. It does make this room a lot easier, and in truth, there isn't anywhere else in this level you're going to really need to use the torch, so I would recommend using it here. Because these enemies are so eager to kill me, you can actually see there's a secret area behind that wall there, well, the fake wall. And they're actually infighting as well, which is excellent for me. It means that they'll take each other out. We'll grab the flask here. There is another secret on this side. There we go. This gives us these bombs, which we'll probably be using later on in the level. As you saw, it brought us out in that room. This room that we're in right now, though, is somewhat controversial. Whenever I hear anyone talk about this level, or whenever I hear people talk about cryptic puzzles in Heretic, this comes up. Basically, you have to run across this slab here from up top, and some people feel that is a bit too cryptic. And I don't know if I'd say it's too cryptic, but I do feel it's not super well signposted as an essential way forward. It doesn't really matter because we've done it there, but I know a fair few people who have gotten stuck there, and it takes a while for you to kind of figure out what you actually need to be doing. We're in a graveyard here, which, you know, never going to complain about. Graveyards can be fun. I've used the Tome of Power here because I just want to showcase how aggressive this thing is when you combine it with a good weapon. With the crossbow in hand and the Tome of Power activated, we can mince through a whole bunch of these enemies. We're going to come up to another flashpoint. A lot of people don't like the fact that you have to come into this room here. This room is very cryptically placed. Now, you can see the windows and you can see the enemies that are going to be shooting out of that window. However, you need to hit that switch in order to progress in the level, because I think that raises the steps towards the green door. There is a secret here, let's grab that. I don't mind secrets containing things that open up other things, that's pretty cool. What I do kind of raise my eyebrows at though, and Heretic does this quite a bit sometimes, is it will put essential things in secrets and mark them as secrets, which makes them not a secret. A secret should always be an extra piece of a level in my opinion. It should never be an essential part of a level, and I think that's probably the first major example of that in Heretic, where some people get really stuck on this level because it's not just once, but there's several instances where you have to sort of find secret walls to progress, and in future episodes there's going to be keys and doors that are hidden inside secrets that you actually need to find. So secret hunting becomes an essential part of Heretic's DNA. Anyway, we've gone on about that long enough. If we head back up here, there is actually a secret I forgot to grab. If we head over here and into this wall, there is a scroll. This allows us to see the full map on the map screen. I did forget to grab the green key as well. In all the excitement of earlier on, the green key is actually in the corner here. As said, I don't like that this exists in Heretic. I think it's something that gets a bit overdone, and it does bring down some of these levels in my opinion. It's a personal gripe because I know some people don't really care about that kind of thing, but in my opinion it is a grievance with Heretic's sort of level design and level ethos. When we go inside this door here, there's going to be a bunch of golems around the corner. The secret teleport here doesn't really do much, it just brings us back to this point in the level, so at this point we're pretty much heading towards the exit. When we grab the bag of holding, the disciple comes down, we get the wings of wrath. We'll actually be needing that. You do need the wings of wrath to get 100% kills on this level. I also don't like the thing that we're going to be doing in a second. So there's a switch that we have to hit here to open up another switch on the far side of the room here. And when you hit this switch, it actually lowers down the exit. And that's the end of the... No, it's not. It's not the end of a level at all. I don't like the way that that is implemented. I feel that the switch on the far side of the room is kind of just enough out of the way that it's quite difficult to spot, in my opinion. That's just a personal opinion. So, as I mentioned earlier on, you need the Wings of Wrath to get into these higher chambers here. You need these wings in order to grab the items up here, but also to open up all of these chambers so you can kill the gargoyles inside. Once you've got all the goodies, we can head back to the exit, but no, not yet actually. We will not be heading to that exit, for you see, this level has the secret exit, and in order to get to the secret exit, you actually need to go down here. It's pretty interestingly placed because it's very easy for players to miss that as they're kind of running through the first time round, because there's a lot going on in that room. We turn them all into chickens, because why the heck not? You can see this is a pretty nasty encounter. There's a lot of nasty enemies there that could do damage, which is why I saved the Ring of Invulnerability. Once we got rid of that final disciple, we are pretty much done with this level. This level, in my opinion... Wait, we've not done with this level, actually. There's a bit of blue on the map there. I actually want to go and check that out quickly. I don't like leaving blue on the map. So we'll head in that direction and see if there's anything interesting going on in here. What's in here? Oh, it's a gargoyle, okay. And that takes us back to the start of the level. I'll start doing my wrap up for this level now then. I do like this level. I think that it's got a really fun design. I think there's some really intense encounters, and if you're starting from one start, it's really intense at points. It can get really aggressive. I do think, however, some of the design choices are not what I would consider great. I think that there's a point in this level where players can get easily lost, frustrated, and turned around just because they don't really know what they're meant to do next. Anyway, let me know what you think of this level in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.